In the market for a single action, double action, semi-automatic pistol, but you don't want to break the bank? I'm Joe Kurtenbach, and this is Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Today's semi-automatic pistol market is dominated by striker-fired designs that are getting smaller, lighter, and leaner. But there's still strong demand for larger guns that operate on the single action, double action principles, such as SIG P226. But if you're in the market for one of these kinds of guns, especially from a well-known maker, you may be paying a premium. The P226, for example, can be found on Gunbroker at prices of $850 all the way up to over $2,000. Enter Arex, a Slovenian firearm manufacturer, bringing in their Rex Zero pistol into the United States with the help of the FIME group in Las Vegas. At first blush, there's no denying the similarities between the Rex Zero and the SIG P226, but there are some differences, especially in the controls, so let's get right to it. I'm holding the Rex Zero standard model. It's a 9mm semi-automatic hammer-fired pistol, and it uses single action, double action operation. So what does that mean? In single action, it's kind of traditional for those of us familiar with semi-automatic firearms. Racking the slide, cocks the hammer, and pulling the trigger releases it. But it also functions in double action mode, which means a long trigger pull both cocks the hammer and releases it. The Rex Zero uses a 4.3-inch barrel, so it's definitely on the larger size for a semi-automatic handgun, at least in this current market where concealed carry seems to be the coin of the realm. But that said, it's not a particularly heavy gun. It mates a steel slide with an aluminum receiver for an overall weight of about 29 ounces unloaded. Now controls, like I said, some are similar to the 226 and some are a little bit different, so let's jump right in. One of the most noticeable controls for a single action, double action firearm is the Decocker. Now what this does is if the hammer is back, pressing it down releases the hammer in a safe manner. But on the Rex Zero, this control also serves another purpose. It functions as a slide hold open and slide release. On similar firearms, this rear lever is the slide lock and release, but on the Rex Zero, this is actually a manual safety. So in the lower position, the red dot is exposed. That means the gun is set to fire. When you raise it up into the upper position, the gun is on safe. It deactivates the trigger. What's interesting is that while the gun is in safe, you can actually still decock the trigger, no problems. And you can also rack the slide. It just deactivates the trigger. Overall, the Rex Zero offers us a very familiar and utilitarian design that promises to be reliable, just like the other similar models out in the market today. But its key selling point is actually its price. MSRP is $650, although I've seen it for sale for as low as $550. Compare that to similar models, especially those from SIG, and it's basically coming in at half the price. But price isn't everything. Let's take it down range and see how it runs. The Rex Zero feeds from a 17-round detachable box magazine, which is perfect for this class. Let's see how it runs. I have to say it shot pretty nicely. The double action pull, it's a little bit heavy, it's a little bit long, but the single action is very nice. You can see from the target, the gun is shooting right where the sights are lined up. We're at about 7 yards right now. So pretty good, no problem so far. Let's keep it going. Overall, not too bad. For more on the Rex Zero, go to FIMEgroup.com.